Okay, so now I have the all the dandelions are penned in. So now I'm going to get an eraser. And you need to have a good quality eraser when you're working on your pages. And let's see what happens when I erase and take away those pencil lines that I had put in originally. Okay. And then if I feel like I need to go back and put in some more black lines, I certainly can. Oops, some smudged there. Probably a little bit of the gelato, like a crumb of the gelato, but that's okay. All right. So that's all you need to do is to erase, and the pencil lines will come out. I don't even know if you need to do that, but I'm doing it. Okay, so there it is. All right, so there are some little smudges from where the gelato crumbs were. I think it looks good though. Maybe I might wanna just put in a little bit more black lines. The hardest thing to do is to know when to stop. Okay, so come let us stop. Yeah, it just is. Okay. So now the words of this, I have said, what did I say? Some see weeds and others see wishes. Now I'm going to need to put some stems on my dandelions, and let me think about that. So the stems on dandelions are sort of a tube-like stem. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, the stems will be going behind the flowers, so you won't see a stem going through the flower. So I think I'll just come down, and I am going to, I made it, you know, like 2 lines. All right, and then we're just going to come down here. Just do like a sketchy line. All right, so that is the one flower. So I started up here. It's the stem for this one. I came down, I stopped, I picked it up over there, and then I went all the way down to the bottom. And so the next one will be over here. Once again, I'm just gonna fade in to that top flower and just scratchy lines. And there is the stem. And now I need a stem for this flower over here. So a sketchy line. And this guy he has one. Now he needs one over here. And then the little guy at the bottom. Okay, good. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get a small round brush, and I'm going to paint these stems green. Okay, so I've got some green by Delta, Seminole Green. You know, I have a lot of paints, so I just go and use what I have in my palette. And squeeze a little bit onto that. And I got a small round brush. All right, a small round brush. And when you pick up your paint, my brush is wet, but I did tap off some of the water onto a paper towel. And I just load up the brush. Try not to get any paint, whoops. Try not to get your paint into the ferrule. And the ferrule is where the brush lashes? No, Annie, not the lashes. So the brush hairs and that metal meet. You want to stay away. Just can you see how I just left a little bit of hair showing? All right. It's just after paint gets up there, it kind of ruins your brush. Not all at once, but slowly. So you rest your elbow on your work surface. Just lay that brush down and drag. Okay, here you go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick up where that came through, right there, and then on the bottom. And this green is perfect. It's just, I wanted it just to be a little bit darker, but not really, really, really dark. Okay. And it's sort of an airy, oops. It's sort of airy. And rinse. Tap out a little of your water and pick up some of your paint. Okay, just tap it in there. And so now I'm going to do this one. Here we go. Very airy. And let's do over here. See if you have enough paint in your brush when you press, it'll just flow right out. My next one. And drag. Okay. And then drag. I probably should have paid a little bit better attention as to where the stems come out of the flowers, but it's all good. Okay. They're not solid lines. They're airy lines. If you don't get your brush too dirty, you can just rinse it out in your water. And if it looks clean, it is clean. So I won't take that one to the sink to wash it out with soap like I did with the stencil brush. And now I am going to stamp my words. I think I am going to stamp them on cardstock and then glue them down. So I will pick out a stamp set and I'll show you which one I'm going to use.